Hello, welcome to a kind of mini Blu-ray update video. I have 6 titles here from the newly released Warner Brothers Premium Collection, and so I wanted to show them off and talk about them a little bit and tell you what's on them, things like that. And I'm really excited about these, so I thought I'd make a separate video for them. I will be unboxing them as well in separate videos, and yeah, I mean, really happy about these because there's 3 films here that I've never seen that I really want to see, and there's 3 films here that I love. So let's get into it. They just came out recently. I believe they're only available through HMV at the moment. They're HMV exclusive, so you can pick them up in store in the UK in HMV or online on their website. I think they're in the 2 for $25 offer deal. So the first one, we'll go chronologically, and they are spine numbered, which is kind of like, because I don't want to get all of them, but you know, it is what it is, and I can show you kind of, here's spine number 2, if the camera will focus. Premium collection has the year of the release of the film, which is 1956, and it is Forbidden Planet. This film, I've heard so many things about. Classic sci-fi, 50s sci-fi classic, and I'm really looking forward to checking it out. I don't really know that much about it, but it's one of those films you just hear about. The title itself, Forbidden Planet, is one that kind of, it just sticks in your head when you first hear it. This has deleted scenes and lost footage, 2 follow-up vehicles starring Robbie the Robot, feature film The Invisible Boy, and the Thin Man TV episode Robot Client, TCM, Turner Classic Movies original documentary Watch the Skies, science fiction, the 1950s and Us, 2 featurettes and excerpts from the MGM Parade TV series. They include the Blu-ray, the DVD, and a digital download code, and yeah, and also limited edition art cards, which I'll show you in the unboxing videos when I do the separate ones for those. But I love that front cover, really nice and colourful. I know there's a really nice steelbook with this front image as well. And inside you get like a clear case. I will show you one of them outside of the cellophane. Haven't unwrapped all of them yet. So Forbidden Planet, really looking forward to that one. Here's another one I've never seen before, spine number 3. No, 5 in fact. From 1976, Robert Redford and Dustin Hoffman in All the President's Men. Just that cover alone, sold. You know, the title, the actors, the image, sold. I believe it's a true story about these 2 reporters in Washington, and it's a political film, as you would probably guess, and won a few Academy Awards. And I love these 2 actors. Dustin Hoffman, particularly in the 70s and the 80s, I think was so good. So I'm really excited to see more of Dustin Hoffman. Robert Redford is a guy that I've been kind of warming up to recently over the past year or so, seeing him in films with Paul Newman and stuff, and really becoming quite a fan of Robert Redford. There's a commentary on the film by Robert Redford, telling the truth about lies, the making of All the President's Men, Woodward and Bernstein lighting the fire, Out of the Shadows, the man who was Deep Throat, and so we have featurettes that kind of cover, I suppose, the making of the film. Pressure on the Press, the making of All the President's Men, and a vintage Jason Robards interview, who I believe he's the guy who won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actor in the film. And again, Blu-ray, DVD, digital copy, and I believe this is the debut of this film on Blu-ray in the UK. Some of these are first time, you know, Blu-ray releases in the UK. Next we have a big one, which, you know, when I first saw that this was coming out, I thought, already got it, not interested. It's The Shining, Stanley Kubrick's classic The Shining, and this is spine number 7 from 1980, and I've opened this one, so you can see the kind of the slip box there. Very nice. Take it out and we have a clear case, which is nice. It gives the films an extra touch of elegance, I feel. I love clear cases. And you open it up, you get the Blu-ray, the DVD, and also you get some art cards, which I mentioned. And I believe there's 4 art cards in every release. So we have some of these, which are kind of nice, iconic images from the film. Red Rum! I just watched this recently, in fact, and you may or may not be hearing a review about it very soon. Now, the thing about The Shining that kind of makes it interesting, which you may not know, and I certainly didn't know until people started talking about it, like, oh, holy shit, is this actually happening? Yes, it is. Yes, it has. This is the extended edition of The Shining, or as the Americans would see it, the theatrical edition. The Shining had about 25 minutes worth of footage cut out of it for the European release, and so the only Blu-ray we've been able to have in the UK, you know, up until this point, has been the 2-hour cuts of The Shining. But this has, I believe it's 2 hours and 20 minutes, something like that. It should be on the back here somewhere, the running time, where it says an additional 25 minutes of footage. It has all the special features from the other release, the commentary with the Steadicam inventor and the operator, Garrett Brown, and Kubrick's daughter's documentary, the kind of fly on the wall, on the set making of, and some featurettes as well on the making of the film. I'm trying to find the actual running time so I can give it to you, but it doesn't seem to be on the back anywhere. But suffice it to say, it would be, I guess, around 2 hours and 25 minutes. I've never seen the extended cut. I'm really excited to see the extended cut. Moving on chronologically again, spine number 8 from 1982, Dinah. And this is also a UK Blu-ray debut. I think it is. Yes, it is. The little sticker says it is, so it is. And this, again, just the cast alone really, really appeals to me. We have Steve Guttenberg, Daniel Stern, Mickey Rourke, Kevin Bacon, Paul Reiser, you know, and from what I understand, it's a bunch of guys who meet up and just talk shit in a diner, basically. I don't know if that's the majority of the film, but I'm looking forward to checking it out. There's a behind-the-scenes documentary and an introduction with the writer and director and the film stars as well. So that's another one I'm really eager to dig into. Love 80s films, and that's one I've heard about quite a few times over the years, and I would like to see it. This one's really cool. Spine number 9, 1986. The director's cut of Little Shop of Horrors, the 80s version, obviously, with Rick Moranis, and I guess Steve Martin's in there. Bill Murray's in this as well, isn't he? I haven't seen this since I was a kid. I adored it as a kid. I absolutely loved this film as a kid. It's been at least 20 years since I've seen it, if not more. I used to sing the songs from this. I was all in with this film, but it's just been so long since I've seen it. And I even I was sitting in the school hall when I lived in England and was listening to a talk by this puppeteer, and he worked on this film. So that always stood out in my memory as well. But this is the director's cut, so I mean, I probably wouldn't even be able to tell the difference now. My memory of this film is very vague. I just remember really enjoying it. I hope I still enjoy it now. It does have the theatrical version of the film as well, with optional commentary. There's commentary with the director Frank Oz on the director's cut, or on the director's cut 20-minute alternate ending. Wow. Frank Oz and Little Shop of Horrors, the director's cut, an introduction to the director's cut, so that'll probably set up what's different about it. Outtakes and deleted scenes, also with optional commentary from Frank Oz. And yeah, I think this has already been out on Blu-ray, but it's a nice repackage. Love that artwork again as well. The only thing I'd say I'm not hot about, perhaps, is the silver bar at the top and the way that it takes up a lot of the spine there and on the inside too. But you know, I think these are really nice releases. And this one is another really cool one from my childhood, from 1990, spine number 10. Joe Dante's Gremlins 2, The New Batch. I love this artwork. Really, really cool. Just brilliant. I believe the original poster artwork for Gremlins 2. Big fan of Gremlins. You know, obviously this film doesn't quite compare to the original, but it still has a lot of the charm and the flair of the original. Over 20 minutes of never before seen footage, behind the scenes documentary, commentary with the director Joe Dante, the actor Zach Galligan, and there's a gag reel as well, and this is a debut on Blu-ray in the UK. So there you go. Those are the 6 that I got. Really happy about these. The other ones I have are, I believe, the Omega Man, Soylent Green, Them, which I believe is another kind of like perhaps 50s sci-fi film. What's the other one? The Omega Man, Soylent Green, Them, and I don't know. There is a little booklet inside the, not even a booklet, just a pamphlet inside the cases that tell you the other ones in the collection. So if I just take that out, then I would be able to tell you with a bit more certainty, wouldn't I? The Omega Man, Soylent Green, Logan's Run. I knew it was another like sci-fi kind of film. So Logan's Run, and those are the 10 that have been released. I don't know if they're going to continue this. You do see a lot of these kind of like the Sony Collector's Editions that pop up, and they do numbered spines and everything, and then they kind of eventually fade out. But I really like these. You know, maybe perhaps a little bit overpriced for some catalog releases, but you are getting a nice slip box and the art cards and everything, digital copy, DVD, and some of them are debuts, and there's a lot of good special features on them. So there you go, the Warner Premium Collection. I will do unboxings of these and pop them up on the channel, which might be a bit of overkill, but I want to show you, you know, the insides and stuff. In fact, you know what? I'll just do them all in one video, you know, and we'll just save some time that way, because there's not too much to show. You've already seen the covers and everything, but I'll just show you the art cards and things like that in a separate video, in an unboxing. So stay tuned for that. I hope you're enjoying Horror Month. It's been a lot of fun so far. full steam ahead, and yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.
So you might say he's a really nice guy, really, but if fucking don't cut shit with me. He says he's really cool, but I think he's a tool.